Hey guys, Editing Vice here. The video you're about to watch is from a stream we did before the new information drop. That means in this video, I only talk about the things we see in the trailer and not about the new stuff. Just a heads up to prevent confusion. If you like the content, consider to subscribe and like the video. We will do more stuff when Sunbreak comes out. Enjoy! Let's talk about this thing, what they did with Bow. And we talk about Butcher's Bind first. That in itself is a very balanced silk bind thing. That they actually say, if you hit it again, you get damage. If you miss, it goes away. This says that you get rewarded by being precise. I mean, yeah, sure. I think it's not that difficult to hit the same spot again. Sure. But you get something out of it. The bigger thing for this one is severing damage. What does that mean? Is it just that the damage itself is counted as sever damage? Or is it actually using the sever hit zone values of a monster? If it's using the sever hit zone values of a monster, then this one will be insanely strong. I mean, look at Basil. Basil in his enraged state has a hit zone value of 80 on the head for sever damage. That's huge. And if Bow can make use of all the several hits and values of every monster with this Silkbind move, then Bow will deal shit ton of damage. I don't know how it works. Inflicting severing damage is like, again, vague. Maybe it's just counted as sever damage but doesn't deal actual sever damage. Like you deal your shot hit zone value in damage, but it counts as sever. But the fact that you get rewarded by being precise is a good thing. So you actually have to aim at the same spot. We don't know how long it stays, how long the lock is in there. We know that it goes away when you miss. And it seems like it only uses one wire bug. And it's obviously the switch skill for aerial aim, which is also okay. More so, Butcher's Bind, it seems like, is very easy to how do you say it, Noni? You execute as well, but I was more like including in your combo. Like it acts like a normal arrow from what we can see. Like here, you shoot it, boom, you get one charge level up. So it acts like a normal arrow shot. You can still dash around, you get your charge levels up, you shoot, blah blah blah, but you get this extra damage. I think this is a very good thing. I'm just a little bit worried that it's too spammable because it only uses one wire bug from what it seems like. But after all, it seems to be a very good skill. Rewards precision. We don't know how much sever damage it will inflict. It doesn't say that inflict extra damage, so I'm not worried about that. Like if when you load it, you will drop in charge level. Alright. And then the next thing, Gunlance users hate it. Guess what? Bow gets Wormstake Blast. There you go. There it is. Wormstake Blast. Look at this Stake Frost. It's the Wormstake Blast. And this one is a godsend for Bow. Because what it does is it replaces the shitty melee attack. Nobody uses that. Nobody uses that melee attack. The melee attack from aerial aim, sure, yeah. But the normal melee attack from standing still and pressing circle, I never used that.
Yeah, I was so thinking
useless.
of the...
It's one of the most useless things I saw in the game for Bow.
I was thinking of the, what do you call this? The counter?
Dodge bolt.
Yeah.
No, dodge
when
bolt
it does the melee.
So, why I say this is because if we look at some numbers, you see melee attacks, they have a okay-ish, what do you call it? Motion value. But Rapid 5 has 10, shoots 4 projectiles, which makes this 40. So it's better. Why melee attack? Sure, it doesn't use coatings, but it's just too weak. And on top of being too weak, if you use it with para coating or something, the para buildup you gain from a melee attack is complete trash. What do you gain? You gain like 5 build-up per hit. Those 5 build-ups is gone when you set up the next melee attack. The fact that quick shot is gone is... I hated it when I started playing Bow, that we had no quick shot at all. We had this shitty melee attack. I got used to it to start differently now, but still I never used the melee attack. It's completely useless for me. And now we get to switch it out for a Gunlance move that made it one of the best weapons in the world. Very nice. So what do we see about this? We see you can actually chain it. So right here he dashes backwards, then he dashes forwards with that stake and rams it into the monster. Boom. There it is. So you can use it in between combos, which makes it even better. What does it do? That's the big question now. If we look at the side, follow-up attacks deal extra damage. The amount of damage is determined by the arrow type. We see right here, this is, I guess, what is this? Shogun? Is this the Shogun bow? Or the Lunar Gowan bow? I can't tell. I think it's the Shogun bow, because we saw the Lunar Gowan stuff earlier for different weapons. I think it's the Shogun bow. Anyway, this is one arrow, which would say that it's pierce. That would indicate it's a pierce bow. But it doesn't really matter because we only see this one arrow type. So he plugs it in and it's yellow. I think that's important. It's important that it's yellow. Then he switches to aerial aim, and what it does, I don't think he uses absolute power shot right now, but he gets a KO, and that's huge. If that state actually changes effects based on the arrow type, then that would be a big thing. And I think it would be a good thing. Not only do you have to then choose between what arrow type you want to use because of the monster, but you also have to decide because of this thrust thingy. So you have to think about it more. You have to actually think about why do I want to use this arrow type? Let's say you fight Armodron. Armodron is not that good for pierce because he moves super weird, but he's good for spread and rapid. Now the question is, if this stake thrust has different effects based on the arrow type, what do you use? Is pierce now better because you get a potential KO, or is rapid or spread better because you can shoot more consistently, you hit the head more consistently, but the effect of the stake thrust is maybe worse? That's the question. We don't really see it from the footage. The only thing we can say is that it inflicts KO, most likely. It could be that he's using absolute power shot, I'm not sure. But why is it glowing yellow then? That's the question. Yellow is usually the color of KO. There's more though. So after he does this, he plugs it in and he gets the KO. We can see it's still there. It is still there. So the question is, how long does it stay? And even more, if you plug it in again, the last one will most likely disappear. But that's the only reasonable thing to do. But is there a cooldown to it? If you plug it in, can you plug it in immediately again? Or do you have some internal cooldown where you cannot use it? Because it doesn't use a wire bar. So there must be some trade-off in some capacity. Even more, again, multiplayer. 4 bow users having 4 of those plugs, that's insane damage, first of all. And second, can other bow users trigger the one you put in? That's some stuff you have to think about, and I'm not sure if they think about it. I'm sure bow will be one of the best weapons again, and bow is clearly one of the winners in this video series. It's clear. Getting a replacement for the melee attack no one ever uses and make it this good is insane. And the Butcher's Bind, I don't know if it's really worth it, but I think it's better than Focus Shot. But yeah, bow is clearly a winner of this